This is actually one of my favorite books. It's the Estate Planning Playbook. And the reason why I love this book is because I actually did not write this for clients. I wrote this for advisors. Every estate planning book that's in the market is for clients. This is the first book that is for financial advisors to know how to do estate planning for their clients. Now, in estate planning, one of the biggest misconceptions or myths that we have is estate planning is about building the right legal structure and building a very tax efficient structure. But that is only 2 steps in the estate planning process, right? So there are 7 steps, and I'm going to tell you exactly all the 7 steps. You have the legal structure. Number 2, you have the tax structure. Number 3, you have to plan for inheritance. Now, a lot of people plan for succession, right? So you've talked about succession planning. Inheritance and succession planning are 2 different subjects. You see, inheritance is the transfer of wealth. Succession is the transfer of power. Number 4, charity. No family becomes successful without society supporting them, and therefore charity plays such an important role. Number 5, retirement. Your retirement plan has to be outside your estate plan, because there was a psychological study done, and there was a completely study done on behavioral finance, that when you retire and you start withdrawing money from the estate, the beneficiaries of the estate feel you're using their money. And I learned this when I was doing the estate planning for my own family, that retirement plans have to be outside your estate. And these are the words that my father told me, so I'm going to give you exactly the same words. He said, Sanjay, everything that I have is yours. And if you need more, come back to me. And I asked him this question. I said, Dad, if everything that you have is mine, and if I need more, how are you going to give that to me? And he said, Sanjay, you keep forgetting. I get still a pension from my retirement plan, which is not part of the estate. That is my retirement plan. So when you're doing retirement planning, the retirement plan has to be outside the estate. And I've written down step by step on how to do that properly. Number 6, income. You see, estate planning has always been asset heavy. It's about asset accumulation, asset preservation, asset distribution. But in reality, wealthy families are asset rich, liquid poor. And every time there's a problem with the estate, the assets are sold for a huge discount. So we need to ensure there's an income strategy in the estate. And I've written down exactly how do you build multiple sources of income in the estate. And number 7, and this is probably one of the most important topics, is asset transfer. You see, every time the assets move from one generation to the next, they lose value. They will either lose value due to inheritance tax, or they lose value because you're spending money on dividing it. So you're going to divide it among multiple people, and it loses value. So every time there's an asset transfer from one generation to the next, it drops significantly in value. And we need to find a way to protect that. So these are the 7 aspects to estate planning. And I call this the estate planning pyramid.